Hey, what's up? It's It Melt. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. And we're going to be talking about the most popular video that's on my channel right now. It's a meme. Yeah. Like out of all the things I've done, it's the how can she slap meme.
How can you slap? How can you slap? Mad or what? How can she slap?
If you've never seen this video that I made, a reaction video, I'll put the link down below. I can't play the entire video here because it is age restricted. And what we're going to do is I'm going to give you the background and the history, where these people are at. There are so many questions that people were asking in the comment section about this show. And was this scripted? Was this fake? Was Ravi, the guy that got slapped by Esha, in the wrong for slapping her back? So let's take it back a little bit and start from where the show started. The show first premiered in 2008. It was called Dadagiri Beat the Bullies, and it's a show from India. The show was hosted by this guy, Akash Beri, the guy you're looking at right now. And the whole concept, I guess, is that there's 4 bullies. The one we're going to be focusing on is Esha Bhaskar. That's her actual name, and she's referred to as the goddess. The video that you're seeing now is from a different episode, but the same host and the same goddess. And I'm using this for context to describe what the show was about. Contestants were required to complete physical and mental challenges as well as endure by the show's bullies. So, you know, demeaned, be told names, degraded.
Bad hairdo convention ke liye aaye hain. What it with this stupid sideburns of yours? Are you in some sort of a time capsule? 60s mein pahunch gaye ho? What is it with those faces? What are you doing? What is that? These guys don't have tongues?
Fabian, wanna say something? No.
Idiot. Kya hai yaar? These guys have no life in them. I'm telling you guys something, you'll have absolutely no reaction. There's not one word coming out of their mouth.
Actually, the thing is that we don't want to talk with you actually.
Why don't you go and then? I'm not interested in talking to dumb like you guys.
And something to note, which we're going to revisit this sentence here. According to a former contestant, the show was about 70% scripted and 30% improvised. The show somewhat reminded me of Fear Factor, but with this twist where the actors and the host are supposed to bully one another. However, it was noted that violence is not something that was agreed upon. And so the memeable moment that we're going to be talking about is the episode in 2008 where Esha the goddess, aka Esha Bhaskar, slapped the contestant named Ravi Bhatia, if I'm saying that right, in an unscripted physical attack. And so he immediately slapped her back, and the incident resulted in the male host, Akash Beri, and several other members of the crew physically assaulting Bhatia, while he repeatedly asked, "How can she slap?" Threats of violence allegedly were made against Bhatia's sister and his mother by the host, Akash Beri, and the crew. A video of the incident leaked out because, you know, obviously they're not going to air this on TV. The producers or whoever's in charge of doing that on the show, it was leaked out and it ended up being on Indian television and it went viral on the internet. And so Ravi sent a legal notice to the producers and asked for a public apology. This incident sparked a whole bunch of controversy. Some siding with the actress, Esha, some siding with Ravi. Comment down below, let me know who's in the right, who's in the wrong, whose side do you take. The name Dadagiri means big time bullying. And in, I believe, an interview, Esha was asked, was it tough for Esha to become Esha the goddess? She responded, very. On the first day, someone handed me a page of this and said, learn them. Then I was told to act like a princess and make fun of the crew. Initially, I had to psych myself and would sit in silence in a corner between shots so that I don't lapse into my normal jovial self. By the 5th episode, I had got the hang of it. And so maybe you're wondering what happened in this story, right? What happened to the host, Akash Beri, which many people dislike. You can see in the video where he jumps in, not only just to stop Ravi, but it seems like he participates with all the other male simps in attacking Ravi. I mean, it was a bunch of people. Akash seems to have faded into obscurity, with his last post being in 2016 on Twitter. The link to his Facebook on this Twitter page is not active. And when you click one of the last posts that were pinned, it's bombarded with comments where people were somewhat upset, some of them, and cursing him out and referencing how can she slap. There's even a comment from 2020. To this day, people remember. The little bits and pieces of Akash that I found are pretty old, and things like from 2016 on this shopping guide Akash page, which people are still, even to this day, 1 week ago, commenting. The internet, I guess, never forgets. I found another page, though I don't know if this is a troll account, but just a picture of a cat and comments 2 weeks ago, a week ago.
God. You know, people say if you find closely, you can find God. I'm sure these people never try finding small nails and screws जो हाथ से फिसल कर सोफे के नीचे चले जाते हैं. You know, whenever someone needs anything creative or magical, he turns to Moy, Akash, creative genius. एक मिनट, क्या कर रहा है आकाश? मॉडेस्टी नाम की कोई चीज होती है? लोग क्या सोचेंगे तेरे बारे में? बेवकूफ. I'm a humble guy. I'm a down-to-earth guy. I'm a very nice guy.
These videos that I found were after the 2008 incident, How Can She Slap? It looks like he tried to do a couple of things. Like in this one, he's a host of Design It Yourself, which was featured on this channel Mirror Now, which has 332 dislikes and only 4 likes. This was 2016. This is another channel, Naptol, from 2016. 300 dislikes, 6 likes. Another one from Mirror Now again, Do It Yourself episode, 125 dislikes, 2 likes. I mean, they really got this guy, and it doesn't look like he's been the same since the show. And that's all I have for Akash. It seems like he never bounced back, never recovered in his career, and the internet definitely hasn't forgotten. India hasn't forgotten, and to this day, 2021, Akash is still getting comments, how can she slap? And well, Esha Bhaskar, there really isn't much on the internet. She really disappeared. I don't know if she changed her name, but there's less traces of her online. One of the things that I found, and this was back in 2008, she has a bachelor in fine arts and having done theater and 3 music videos. So she had some sort of experience at the time. I also found another post where somebody believes that she might have been in a couple of Bollywood films. But Esha the Goddess and Akash have both faded since this entire incident. I read a couple of posts online speaking positively about her. I don't know if it's legitimate or not, but some people were saying she was just playing the role that she was given, though this portion of her role was unscripted because it was improvised, and it seemed there was an overreaction. I saw another post too where somebody mentioned that she had done some interviews. I couldn't find any. Maybe those companies took it down because just look at Akash, right? And all the engagement and the negative publicity those videos have gotten. But the person stated that in the interviews that she did, she was very polite and sweet. Regardless, the infamous or famous video, How Can She Slap, sent both of these people's careers down the drain. Now, before we get into the legend, Ravi, and his career, there was this profile which I thought was kind of funny, the comments. Esha Bhaskar, I don't really believe this is her actual profile. This was created in 2010. I'm not sure. And it says, how can he slap me? Which is kind of funny. And so there is a lot of people that feel super strongly about this. 2020, there's even a post from 2021. Somebody here says, I really hate you, Esha and Akash. Don't ever come in the Northeast. The people are very patiently waiting for you and your co-host. I'll show him his akat. I don't know what that means. Yo, India doesn't play. Somebody said, I saw that video today and thought the guy was absolutely right. While slapping you, but I think that idiot Akash should have been slapped too. He used the word Akkad for Ravi, and Karma replied back, now whose Akkad is more, as he is more successful than you. I don't know that this was actually her account, but people are replying to it like it is. Somebody said here, this girl still asking how can he slap. Girl, girl, keep your hands to yourself. Holy ish, my face itched after seeing that slap. This person says, you cannot imagine. I saw this video today, almost 10 years later than when it happened. I cannot express how satisfying it was. I'll probably smile for the whole month thinking about it. Now, let's talk about Ravi. Ravi Bhatia, he was born November 1988 in India. He's an Indian television actor. He's known for his portrayal on Salim on Zee TV, Joda Akbar. He is from, oh man, I'm sorry. I don't want to miss Mandi Himkal Pradesh. They're going to kill me. He's a lacto-vegetarian, and he has a younger brother, Yash, that is a model. And so in his career, I'm going to show you a list in a minute, but he did a lot. He moved to Mumbai when he was 18 and started with small roles. Kahani, Hamare, Maharabat, Ki, Vikram, and Bital, and Daharim Veer, where Bhati played the supporting role of Kranti. So he's played in various roles, and we had this incident in 2008, which brought decent amount of attention and controversy. Ravi still continued to get exposure because he essayed the role of Salim in TV series Jodha Akbar. He then played a supporting role in the Star Plus Now show Raja Ki Aigi Bharat, and then he later played a lead role on Sahara One's, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the rest. Recently he was seen also on Vivek. Basically, he's done a lot. And in 2014, he was selected out of a 12 contestant, competition to get a role for the Prince of Salim in Ekta Kapoor's popular historical show, Jodha Akbar. The article that I got my information from was last updated in August 2020, and so he's done more. He's played a lot of roles, lead roles, and various, it seems like, films and shows. His Instagram is pretty big, 813,000 followers. In this 2008 article with the Times of India, they were talking with Ravi. Ravi was 19 years old when this whole situation with Dadagiri happened. And it was all over the news. It seemed like it was going to get canceled. And many people still to this day say, oh, the show is scripted. You see, here it is. While he clearly stated that 70% was scripted and 30% was improvised. Some of the things that Ravi said, according to this article, was that Esha was supposed to do the things that she was saying, but not in the manner that she did, and definitely not get physical. And so he presumed that she ran out of words, and she came and slapped him, and he was shocked, and he slapped her back. And that led the entire unit of about 70 people jumping on me, beating me black and blue. It was a miracle itself that I managed to escape from there. Lucky for Ravi, the video got leaked, and he got a copy for himself, and it was all over the news, and he got proof to support what actually happened. He didn't want to stay quiet just because the media people had the power. And so he sent a legal notice to the producers and asked for a public apology for defamation. On a more recent article from March 21st, 2021 on the Times of India, they spoke with Ravi, and Ravi was talking about a long break that he took from working. It has been 6 years since I have taken a break from television. After Jodha Akbar, I went to Indonesia and was working there for a while. I even got married there, which is why I didn't do television for so many years. I dedicated all my time to my family and didn't focus on work. However, things didn't work out, and some months ago, I got divorced. My ex-wife and son are in Indonesia while I am here now. I realized that this was the right time to get back to work and pick things up from where I left. Now I'm currently shooting for a film and some online platforms. Ravi goes on to state a couple of more things. He talks about TV, and he says that he's not too happy with the shows on TV. He elaborates further and states the following. For a few years, I did not get any work or offers, but a few months ago, I started getting OTT shows and music videos. OTT is like these services, these online, kind of like a Netflix, type of thing, or Amazon Prime. That is when I decided I won't do TV till I don't have any other option left and no other project in hand. TV takes a lot of time, and one has to be on the sets day and night until the show is on air. I also believe that television shows these days have become very repetitive, and the scope of doing something creative is less compared to online shows. I have been struggling as an actor since the past 14 years, out of which 10 years were in the television industry. Some TV actors who play second lead sometimes feel they know the industry well and know everything about acting. I don't want to work in that circle. I want to work with creative people who know art and are grounded. Fortunately, I have found such people while shooting in the online medium. The article also has another portion, the last portion, where they talk about and ask the effects of not being able to be with his son since the divorce and coming back to India. Ravi was married to Yulita Handayani, and the two have a son, Yurav. How is the actor coping on the personal front? Ravi says, in the beginning, I didn't eat for a week because I was missing my son so much, but I know that I can go meet him whenever I want, and that thought is comforting. I want to take care of him and work hard to fulfill all his wants and needs. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I look for him. That is the first thought that comes to my mind when I wake up. But now I have to accept the reality, embrace it, and fight my emotions. One of his latest releases is called Shukla Tiger, and it was trending on the MX Player app. It seems to be a film that's doing really well. You should go check it out. I can't play the clips because they have music. I'm going to put the links down below because I thought the music was actually really dope. I'll put it in Discord too if you guys want to check out the music video. This one was really cool, and there was another one too. There's a couple of movie trailers that I thought were really cool with the music that's playing in the background. Hey, what's up, it's Ticket Mel, and thank you for watching the video if you made it this far. I wanted to do a follow-up story with this video that's popped off or gone viral a couple of times on my channel. And so I figured this would do it justice. Will it get views? I have no idea. Could it be a waste of time? Who knows? But hopefully those people that have watched that or are watching that still will come over to this video to know the history and the background. And it's kind of interesting how life works out, right? Like the whole situation, what happened to Ravi, where this whole, she slapped him, he slapped her. The whole thing went crazy. Everybody started attacking him. Supposedly, allegedly, this guy, Akash, was supposedly threatening this guy, and insanity. And it seems like he was almost going to get canceled, and it seems like they ended up getting canceled. And to this day, imagine doing something, right? And it's on TV, on the internet, and years and years and years and years and years later, people are still talking about it and commenting and going to your profiles. You probably have to get a name change. Now, I think it's awesome. The legend Ravi, he became successful. You know, I don't know those types of films. I don't know how much he's famous. He's doing his thing. I don't know as far as like the Bollywood films are they very lucrative. And then of course too, who was in the right, who was in the wrong? Were they both? Well, I don't think she really had any reason to hit him, and he hit her back. But I saw people still commenting about him. And I when I first did the react. By the way, if you haven't seen my reaction video, you need to go watch the video. I'll put the link down below. Watch that video. But I was a little tone deaf at the time because he's getting beat by all these people, and I'm like, why is he crying about a slap? But it's probably the people that were beating him. You know, I don't know. So just kind of an interesting look back to see what happened to these people, where they at, and should people, let's say with this situation, should people still be hunting? I don't know if they're necessarily hunting, but they're commenting on the profiles and all sorts of. Should people be hunted for something for 10, 15 years ago? Of course, what they did was wrong to Ravi, and it's amazing that he's done so well. But should they be tortured by this incident for the rest of their lives? But you guys comment below, let me know your thoughts. I appreciate the support. Please hit the like button. Please, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, all that good stuff. Take care. Peace. How can you slap? How can you slap me?